Today on the Happy House, presented by GreaterGood Stuff, we're taking a look back at some of the amazing trips we've taken with GreaterGood.org. We're traveling to Haiti. We'll visit a school on the remote island of Lagunov. You'll learn about an incredible nonprofit helping to bring the gift of education to those in need. And finally, we're with GreaterGood.org, visiting a clinic on the Thai-Burmese border that services families that would not otherwise have access to health care. Stay tuned. Hi, I'm Happi. I learned early on things are much easier with a little help. I also have a few tricks of my own to share. It's go time, people. Welcome to the Happy House, presented by GreaterGood Stuff. One of my favorite parts about my job is that I get the opportunity to visit places and see very, very good things happening around the world. My visit to the Matanwa Community Learning Center was so inspirational. Watching these kids and hearing about their hopes and dreams for the future was so amazing.
GreaterGood.org supports over 250 organizations on a global scale. We do everything from feeding kids in Thailand to teaching children how to read in Creole in Haiti to helping animal shelters adopt more animals through photography, funding mammograms in Sierra Leone, in rural Nevada, really all over the United States, and feeding animals across the U.S.
So this is a little bit of a precarious ride, but my trusty driver here, I know is going to get us there safe and sound. He's very focused. Thank goodness. The first leg of our journey was quite an adventure, and actually I really enjoyed it, but from what I've heard, that's the easiest part of the journey. We're now going to make our way up to the school that we're about to visit. It's getting a little rough as we head up the mountain, but look how far we've come. We made it. It was quite a journey, probably in all 5 hours of travel, but we are finally at our school and ready to make a difference. We've arrived in Matanwa. The village is beautiful. There's no running water and very little electricity, but the school is truly fantastic. There are lots of kids running around with smiles on their faces, and the grown-ups of the village have welcomed us with open arms.
Welcome, GreaterGood, to Matanwa. And as you see, here's the school. You know, I was teaching in Cambridge, Massachusetts, in the public schools. There was an organization who knew that I came back and forth to Haiti and asked me to come to the island of Lagunov to see what they were funding in education and if I thought it was worth funding. I saw something that really changed my life, which was 25 immaculately dressed women in a small hut, and for 2 hours they just went up to the blackboard trying to write their name. So I said to them, you teach me Creole and I'll teach you how to teach. And that turned into, that year of volunteering suddenly turned into, okay, what about elementary students? You know, why don't I teach teachers at that level how to teach? And I knew that the minute I resigned from Cambridge, there'd be 100 teachers wanting my job. But how many would come here and start to teach? Probably not many. The reason why this particular school is so important is because In Haiti, only 50% of the children in Haiti ever get to go to school. And because they're struggling between the language of French and Creole, the official exams are in French, yet 100% of the people speak Creole and only 5% actually speak French. So a lot of people fail out at 6th grade, and then there's only 20% of those kids going to school actually go on to 7th grade. And at the high school last year, only 2% graduate. So that's why it's so important, because this school is showing that if you learn in the language that you speak, that you're going to succeed. And the hard data shows that our kids are reading and comprehending at a very high level in the elementary grades.
After these messages, it's time for school. We're going to learn about this incredible school and the things it's doing to help kids not just survive, but thrive. It's a beautiful Sunday morning here in Matanoa, and we are anxiously awaiting the flag ceremony. But before the kids can do anything, including go to school, they need to start their day with a breakfast. So they've all gathered here, and breakfast is prepared for them each morning.
It made me incredibly happy and proud to see all the children eating a great breakfast today, because I know that hunger is certainly an issue. To see a school understand that these children aren't going to learn if they can't concentrate, and to focus on that first and foremost with these young people, to get to come here and help feed them and know that there was food in their bellies at least once today, and that they're growing and stronger because of our efforts. It's
amazing. I was actually at breakfast with you, and we both marveled at how big the portions were. I thought I couldn't even eat that, but then we were reminded that in fact that probably is their only meal of the day, so they are basically eating for the entire day at that point.
GreaterGood allowed us to go from 9th grade to 10th grade, which all those kids are very excited about, not having to move to a different school where there's still corporal punishment and there's not as many resources. So now they're eating and they're going on in their education.
Now we're visiting the school's garden, and it looks incredible. It's so great to see all of the kids out here working together to foster this source of nourishment and nutrition. The gardener at the school teaches the children how to weed, water, and really make this garden thrive. We're watching a little soccer practice out here, and the kids are really enjoying themselves. They're playing with a brand new ball that Creative Kid Stuff donated. When the GreaterGood was coming to Haiti, they reached out to Creative Kid Stuff because they knew of the need for the soccer balls. We were informed by the head of the school that it's been over 2 weeks since the kids have had access to a ball, and so they're very excited to be playing again today.
Look up.
Woo! Yeah, you like that.
Valencia is teaching this PE class. She was a student at the school, and actually a lot of schools don't have soccer for girls, but we do, and she's actually been just scouted for camp for doing a national team. So she'll be going off to Quatabuque full-time. They are doing a full sponsorship for her to do soccer.
That's great. Well, it's amazing that she's here spending time with the kids then right now.
Yeah, so they keep saying she needs to come full time, but she keeps saying, no, I can't come full time because I want to work with the kids in Matanoa. But
great.
Now they said you got to choose, so we said you've got to go.
Yes, it's a great opportunity.
It's a great opportunity.
Are you going to be able to continue coming back?
Yes, this is actually my decision to keep on coming back, because I could just stay over there and keep on playing for the team, but I'd rather come back and forth, so I could keep on giving to the community that gave me so much.
So what's happening happening right now in this classroom?
They're about to do a mother tongue book. When we first started the school and we were talking about literacy, one of the things we saw was that people were trying to read in French, and that yet they only spoke French in school, and the teachers didn't know it very well either. So we said they really should be learning in Creole, in the language that they speak in their mother tongue. So, but there was nothing written for them to read. So we started writing our own stories and publishing them.
The Mother Tongue Book Program is truly inspirational. Children are able to express things about their lives or write stories about what is happening to them in their native language. Those stories are then translated into English and shared with children in the United States. In turn, children in the United States write about their lives, and those stories are translated into Creole. Can any school get involved with this, or
They can.
do you have to
they
be selected?
can. So they just email us, mothertonguebooks@gmail.com.
Okay.
And we have some retired teachers that help us out and
great.
make it go.
Do all of you young ladies want to be professional women? Professional working women having careers?
My dream, I'd like to go to study computer science at the university. She wants to be a nurse.
Nice.
Moi, je suis infirmière, sciences
Nursing,
informatiques et
computer science,
chanteuse, danseuse.
singing, dancing.
The GROW program, which is an acronym for Girls' Right to Opportunity Worldwide. It's an international and national program. Here, we're concerned about the idea that we need girls to get more education so that they are, in fact, not recycling and going through the same thing that their mothers' mothers did, which was, frankly, a very low education level, teamed up with poverty, and also teamed up with too many children. So when you have children having children, obviously they're not ready to be parents. So their children then suffer the same cycle. Many of the young women that I talked to today talked to me about their mother's pride in their efforts and how they saw it to be important that they actually got a job before they had the baby, which is it's a turn. That's a huge shift in paradigm for women. And so we need to continue to assist these women get more education beyond the primary level so that they have skill sets that they can support themselves and they don't have to turn around to a man to make the money for them.
When you really learn here, you feel like with what you've learned, you can be useful to yourself, you can do something with it. In some schools, the kids go through schooling not apparently being empowered by any of the things they've learned. I want to raise my kids better than I've been raised. That's one of the reasons why my parents are sending me to school, because they didn't go to school. So if I get an education, I'm supposed to be able to do better. If I get to do 13th grade, if I finish high school, then I would want my kids to go to university, and I would take the time to talk to them regularly and insist on the fact that education is the key to success.
Thank you for joining the Happy House on our Haiti adventure. We've learned a lot and seen so much good. To learn more about the programs that GreaterGood.org has, and specifically how to help the GROW program, visit our website. Another trip we took was to Thailand, where we visited the Maytel Clinic. This clinic helps Burmese refugees receive medical care they would not otherwise be able to get.
You do amazing work.
Yeah, thank
We're
you.
really
This
honored
is
to
great.
help.
Thank you very much.
We're really honored.
Because it is big release for us.
The Maytel Clinic was founded by Dr. Cynthia Mong, a displaced Karen refugee. She has worked tirelessly to provide critical health care and education to the displaced people of Karen and Burma. The clinic has served tens of thousands of displaced refugees. The clinic responds to medical emergencies of patients who visit, but also offers a lot of preventative care, including vaccinations, eye exams, dental exams, and more. This dramatically enhances the quality of life of the patients who receive this care.
6 days ago,
6 days?
Text by already discharged and it's not better, so come back today.
So he came 6 days ago, and then it's still not getting better. He had to come back. Yeah. Oh, little guy. She looks like she's getting better. Is she getting better?
No, like the fever release.
It did release overnight? Yes, that's good. That's good. This is the area where kids who have more significant medical conditions stay, and they are so grateful for the care they're getting here because this really is their only option. It's pretty moving.
So as a mother yourself, I mean, put yourself in their shoes. What do you think?
Well, I'd be very thankful to have the care, that's for sure, but it'd be hard. Oh. They have an eye clinic here, and I hadn't even really thought about that before. Typically when I thought about a clinic like this, I'm thinking of births and diseases and infections, but eyes really are the lens of our life, and they see over 30 patients every day here for eye examinations. Then also, I was told 100 to 200 surgeries happen every single day. Not in a month, every day, and they happen about every 5 minutes all day long, helping people with cataracts and other eye conditions. This is huge. This is really important to me. Being somebody who cannot see, this would impact my life greatly. They deliver over 3,000 babies a year here. That's a lot of babies.
Where would you have delivered your baby had you not had Maytel Clinic to come to?
If not, she will born the baby in the village.
In the village?
In the village, yeah.
She's happy because her baby is better. He's very beautiful. Is this your little girl?
Yes, the older one.
The big sister. It was a gift to be welcomed into the maternity area and observe firsthand how much joy the women felt. I can relate to that, having 4 children of my own. To have the experience and talk with them, learn more about their journey was really an honor. We're at the Saluta school, and we came just in time for lunch. We are able to see lots of kiddos being fed as part of the dry food program. GreaterGood.org helps to protect and feed displaced Karen and Burmese school children through Maytau's dry food program. It provides the primary nourishment for 3,000 migrant students. It looks like today there's rice and some kind of sauce and maybe like a fish stew. Do you count on the dry food program to help feed the students?
Oh, yes.
Yes.
They're all very happy. Me too.
Yes.
Me
Yes.
too.
All right. These kids are doing their own dishes. Why does it not happen at the real Happy house?
She wants to become medic or teacher. After that, she think of going back to her village, and then she wants to serve back to her community. If she meet with the supporters, she wants to say thank you very much because this is not possible for them to come and study like this. But now, because of the donor, the impossible thing become possible.
This program is underfunded, and we hope to continue to support more and more funding so these girls have nutrition to go along with their education. And with your help, we can continue to support more children like these throughout the years. Thank you.
Thank you. Why do you do what you do?
We feel that the health program, all the health services, this is a basic rights for human being, and it also protect human dignity. This is our rights and responsibility to intervene. Without empowering or engaging with the local community or people affected by this problem, you cannot go further. When they go back to their community, they can be the leaders in their community, not as a victim of the people who been displaced, to being as a displaced person.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
To learn more about how you can help, visit our website.
Yes,